Hey guys, welcome back. And today we get into new function of statistics, which is countif function. Now, when we talk about countif, it works in a similar way, which we saw in our earlier video for count, but it will execute only when a particular condition is met. Yeah. So this count is specifically uh, happening on numbers. So it count the number of cell references or cells that are available in the data, which has numbers and based on a specific criteria. Okay, so the syntax, so countif looks like this, and the syntax for countif is countif. You have the open brackets, then you have the range, yeah, and the criteria. So this is how the countif function works. So range will have group of cells you want to count, yeah, or you can have a range of cells that can be referred for the count. Range can contain numbers, arrays, or a named range, or a reference that contain numbers. Okay. Blank and text values are ignored totally. Criteria in this particular function is a number again, expression, cell reference, or a text string that determines which cells will be counted. So let's quickly jump on to an example. Suppose I want to count the number of records which has books in the category. So the function will look like this. So countif, you have the open bracket, then I'll select the range. So I'll select the entire category, then I'll say comma, yeah, and I'll select the criteria, which is books that I need to identify. Okay, so here there are 5 records with the category as books. Very simple. So it is counting the records which has the category as books. So let's do it for sales. I want to find out all the sales which is greater than 1000. Yeah. So what I can do is equal to countif open brackets. Then I'll select the range, which is the cell sales, and then I'll select the criteria. I can refer to a cell or I can directly write. So there are 11 records out of this 18 records which has sales which is greater than 1000. So this is specifically helpful when there are too many records and your manager asks you to find out the employees which I have done more sales than a specific criteria, yeah, to find out the top performers or something like that. You can you can use this particular formula to not only get the top performers but also the bottom performers as such. Yeah, you can. I can also have uh, wildcard characters. So as I have told you earlier, we used wildcard characters to find a specific value. So if I say is equal to count if, uh, I can use, I'll say in this particular function, I want to count everything which has the letter as O. I'll say star and O and star. What does it mean is, star will take any number of characters before O, and this star will take any number of characters after O. So in this particular category, you will find electronics has O, home goods has O, and books also has O, wherein there could be any character, any number of characters before O and after O. Yeah. So let me see if it's able to give this. So you can see there are 14 uh, items or values in this particular category, which can, which is, which has O as one of the character in the entire word. Yeah, so there are 40 of them. So this way you can use wildcard characters as well to count uh, as one of the criteria to count the number of occurrence of a particular criteria. Also, you need to check that when counting text value, make sure that data doesn't contain leading spaces or trailing spaces, inconsistent use of state and curly quotation marks, or non-parenting error. In this cases, countif might return an unexpected value. Yeah, so this may occur. Um, if your specified criteria argument is of a text string is greater than 255 characters in length, countif returns value error. So I cannot show it right now because I cannot get a 255 character long string. But you need to understand if the length of your criteria argument is more than 255 characters, then it will give you a value error. Okay. And countif as such looks out only for one criteria. We will see in our later videos how we can use multiple criteria for countifs. One more thing that I wanted to show you is the criteria that I wrote for, which is greater than 1000, can be written in this way as well. So I could write here as, but you need to put it in double quotes. So I can write here greater than 1000 and double quotes. So I need to put it in double quotes so that it takes the entire string and uses it as a criteria. Yeah, it gives me the same output. But I prefer using this kind of dynamic array because I I would be able to change it as and when I require it, or I would have a better control of what I am trying to do by changing the values here. Instead of books, I could have apparel. Yeah, you can see the number changing here in AQ4, where if I change it to home goods, it will change the values across. So let me make it books again. So you can see the four will change to 5 again. Yeah. So this is how you use countif function to search for a specific criteria. Now you need to be very careful when you're searching for books or any of the alphabetic or non-numeric characters. You need to see to it that uh, it should be in a proper syntax or a proper case. Now, because this is case sensitive, the criteria is case sensitive. So if I try to write books, the B of books as a small letter, it will give me an incorrect output. Yeah, so there is no book. So you need to be careful while what you're checking or what is the criteria that you're looking for. Yeah. So, so the books will give you the same output. Also, if I try to change it and make it small letters, it will still give me the same output. So it is case insensitive. Yeah. So This is how you use countif function to get your required data for a particular analysis that you want to do based on count and get the frequency. Hope I was able to make the concept clear on countif. Hope you like this video. Do like it, share it across with your colleagues who want to learn Excel. Uh, Comment if you want me to cover any topic in this 365 days of Excel journey. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to my channel because that's how you're going to get all my future videos, notifications whenever I upload them. And yes, that will keep me motivated towards creating such free content to make you an Excel expert. Thank you so much.